People never lie so much as after a hunt, during a war or before an election. God has a special providence for fools, drunks, and the United States of America. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes, the wise man learns from the mistakes of others. We live in a wondrous time in which the strong is weak because of his moral scruples and the weak grows strong because of his audacity. Man cannot control the current of events. He can only float with them and steer. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions but by iron and blood. Never fight with Russian. On your every stratagem they answer unpredictable stupidity. Never believe anything in politics until it has been officially denied. A generation that has taken a beating is always followed by a generation that deals one. A really great man is known by three signs: generosity in the design, humanity in the execution, moderation in success. People who love sausage and people who believe in justice should never watch either of them being made. A bad plan that is well executed will yield much better results than a good plan that is poorly executed. No civilization other than that which is Christian is worth seeking or possessing. With bad laws and good civil servants it's still possible to govern, but with bad civil servants even the best laws can't help. Universal suffrage is the government of a house by its nursery. Fools learn from experience. I prefer to learn from the experience of others. All treaties between great states cease to be binding when they come in conflict with the struggle for existence. Politics are not a science based on logic, they are the capacity of always choosing at each instant, in constantly changing situations, the least harmful, the most useful. Great men have great dogs. I am bored, the great things are done. The German Reich is made. Laws are like sausages, it is better not to see them being made. There is only one greater folly than that of the fool who says in his heart there is no God, and that is the folly of the people that says with its head that it does not know whether there is a God or not. Love is blind, friendship tries not to know this. Faust complained about having two souls in his breast, but I harbor a whole crowd of them and they quarrel. It is like being in a republic. Fools you are who say you like to learn from your mistakes. I prefer to learn from the mistakes of others. and avoid the cost of my own. Never trust a Russian, because Russian does not believe even to themselves. A government must not waver once it has chosen its course. It must not look to the left or right but go forward. The main thing is to make history, not to write it. Politics is not a science, a broken bar, but an art. Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best. With a gentleman, I am always a gentleman and a half, and with a fraud I try to be a fraud and a half. You can do everything with bayonets, but you are not able to sit on them. I consider even a victorious war as an evil, from which statesmanship must endeavor to spare nations. Be polite, write diplomatically. Even in a declaration of war one observes the rules of politeness. You can't destroy the Polish national consciousness or Poles on the battlefield, but if you give them power, they will destroy themselves. I have always found the word "day Europe" on the lips of those who wanted something from others which they dared not demand in their own names. He obtained from Congress the right to borrow from the people by selling to it the bonds of states, a broken bar, and the government and the national escaped the plots of the foreign financiers. They understood at once that the United States would escape their grip. The death of Lincoln was resolved upon. Even the most favorable outcome of the war will never lead to the decomposition of the main forces of Russia, which is based on millions of Russian, a broken bar ladder. Even if they break up international treaties, just as quickly reconnect with each other, like pieces of a particle of mercury. A Bavarian is halfway between an Austrian and a human being.